Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Testing, testing, one, two, testing. Can you hear you, girl? Okay. Testing, testing, one, two. Okay, I can hear me, so it's working, y'all. I get a little excited sometimes, and my microphone is extra sensitive. So if you tap it, it will turn off on me. Thank you. She's busy. She busy. I absolutely appreciate you letting me know that you can hear me. You said that you watched Mother May I. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This movie, this was absolutely crazy. I was here for it. I mean, it's it came from Tubi. However, it played out really really well. The cinematography was everything for me. So Mother May I stars Ebony Tate, who's also the writer producer on this film. It also has Sean or Daniel Michael Johnson, also known as Sean, in the movie. It has Bill Chase or Pet, who portrays Bill Chase Steven. I don't know if you guys see Charles on if you guys watch the Country Wayne skits, but Chase Stevens is the guy that portrays Charles on the Country Wayne skit. So he absolutely did an amazing job. Then we have Tanja T.T. Brown, who portrays Karen. And when I tell y'all Karen was definitely ruthless, she was definitely ruthless. Deborah Lane Spencer plays Taylor, who portrays the best friend of the character Ava. So let me just go ahead and drop these slides on you guys because listen, this whole situation with this movie right here, I'm like, what for real, what did I just watch? Um oh my goodness, y'all. So anyway, so the film basically starts off where we're meeting Ava and Sean, and they're, both of them, he's single, she's single. They happen to meet at a place called the oh hell, y'all! I don't forgot the name of the place. Anyway, they meet, they see each other the first time. Some kind of way, he gets her phone number. He calls her, reaches out to her for a date. So they go on their first date. At first, she seems to be a bit hesitant, but then he's like, okay, he's hesitant, she's hesitant, but like, hey, because they both been single for a while. So anyway, you guys, they figure, oh well, let's just give it a try, and they end up hitting it off. They go skating. So like I said, they hit it off very, very well. Now it's time for Ava to meet Sean's mom. Now Sean's mom is listen, she was out of control on the very first date or a meeting of the families. Like she let Ava know right up front, like I don't like her. But the crazy thing about it, which I thought there was going to be some shenanigans between the mama and the son, was before Sean could actually enter into the home, he had to say, "Mother, may I?" Now that is a game. I don't know why they why they use that, but back in the day, we used to have a childhood game that in order to take two steps, it would be like um uh somebody would say, just using me for example, T could take two steps forward and I would have to say, "Mother, may I?" And Mother, may I, the person who's playing Mother, may I would say, okay, yeah, go ahead, move forward, or no. But if I forgot to say, "Mother, may I would have to take like steps back. So anyway, this had me thinking this was gonna be some ancestral some ancestral, some mother on child type stuff. But anyway, you guys, anyway, mama get out of line at the dinner table. Ava gets up, she leaves because she's angry. But the following day, Sean is like, babe, don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine, because I like you no matter what my mama said. Now he did warn her that before they go into that house, mama is crazy as hell. Mama play on a whole other level. So just be mindful. But no matter what mama says, I absolutely still would like you and want to be with you. So she busy says, I'm always here for a Tubi movie. It was really good, but of course the plot twist at the end was crazy and still it ended with a cliffhanger. Like, and then what happened exactly? Because I'm like, they gotta come back with another part two to this whole craziness. So anyway, yes, like I said, the mama was off the hook, and okay, so I know I'm telling my age when I talk about that game, she busy, but yeah, okay. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that remember that game. So anyway, you guys, moving right along. Like I said, mom was just off the chain. Let old girl know straight up that she didn't like her. But then there was a moment where now we do find out that Ava was adopted. Okay, so she's adopted by these two white parents, and so she still has the desire to figure out who her biological parents are. Now, moving forward, she's talking to everybody. She's talking to Taylor, which is not only her assistant, but she's a good friend to her. She's talking to her and trying to figure out what it is she should do to get in good with this crazy behind mama. Sometimes you just can't please everybody. That's all I'm saying. But she calls Karen, the mother-in-law, or eventually the mother-in-law, and she convinces her to kind of go out to dinner, so they can talk and get to know one another. And even though Karen has the mean face, the mug face, like she pretending as if she really doesn't want to be a part of it, she agrees to go to this dinner with Ava, because Ava's just doing any and everything that she can to try to get in good with this lady. So anyway, moving forward, you guys, listen, Sean done fell in love. Sean done fell in love with the Coco. Sean done fell in love with Ava. He loved that beautiful chocolate woman. He is excited about this woman no matter what. He is in love, in love, in love. So it's time. It's only been a couple of months, but Sean is ready to get engaged. So he goes to the jeweler and he purchases a beautiful ring for Ava, y'all. So now he meets his parents after going to the ring and doing his thing. He already knows in his mind what he wants to do. He knows that he wants to ask her for her hand in marriage. But anyway, he moves on, meets his parents for dinner. But of course, mama got this skanky little chick. Even though she's a professional, she looking quite skanky at this dinner between the mother well as Sean, his father. And so he's like, okay, my appetite just went away. I'm good. I'm leaving, because he's in love with Ava. He don't want or does not see anybody else but Ava. So then you guys at work, because I'm moving fast. Ava is receiving all these gifts. She was receiving flowers. Your boy, he's got something planned for her. Sean has something planned for Ava, of course, with the flowers coming in. Then he also has this guy to come and this random dude just comes to pick her up, but he picks her up and he takes her to this boutique, and she does this shopping spree for you basically to pick out one of the baddest outfits that she can find. One of the best outfits that she can find. So, okay, let me check the comments real quick. Like, Taylor was my girl. I love the actress. Yeah, she did her thing in this film. I knew her face looked familiar, but Taylor is that friend. She's that friend that you're gonna take if you gotta go rob a bank. You better take Taylor with you, because Taylor gonna have your back. Now, even though she was trying to get at Ava's daddy, but Taylor will definitely have your back. So I was absolutely here for Taylor doing her thing in this particular film. So anyway, after she's picked up, she's taken to this boutique to find something to wear for the night, because it's a beautiful night that's being planned. She has no idea. Ava has no idea what's going to happen, but she does finally make her way to this event. The place is beautiful. Now, keep in mind, the mama walked in, Miss Karen walked in, and she thought that the place was decked out all beautiful for her. She didn't mind. She didn't feel it necessary to turn around and look on the wall, and when the wall said, "Will you marry me?" So anyway, this was a proposal party. This is a proposal party from Sean to Ava, and she comes in looking beautifully dolled down from head to toe. But he tells his now he had it all set up for her, you guys, makeup, hair, everything. But anyway, Sean walks in, tells his mama that he is going to propose to Ava, and this chick slaps the firecrackers out of Sean. He was like, Mother, may I? Again, the whole game, Mother, may I? So again, in my mind, I'm thinking it's some mama on son type action going on that we just don't know about, y'all. So you gotta keep watching to find out what is really about if you have yet to watch this film. So yes, indeed, this in this recap will definitely have spoilers in it. Just want to let you guys know. So anyway, after being slapped by his mama, she walks out mad. Everybody is looking at her like, dang, did you just see that? Yeah, well, girl, I saw that. Like, that's the crowd, talking about how ruthless this mother was. So anyway, she leaves. He finally proposes to her, to Ava, lets Ava know no matter what, I love you, and we are going to get married. So then, you guys, the following morning, Karen makes her way to Sean's apartment or his home, and she's literally banging on the door as if she's in some wood in the hood, y'all. Just banging like she the police, like just doing the most, talking all loud. And I'm sure she knew that Ava was at this house, but she's talking out loud, talking about how she doesn't like Ava and Ava is not the one for her, and just literally doing the utmost. But after Karen leaves, Sean convinces Ava, baby, again, no matter what, don't worry about what my mama talking about. I got you. You are the one. You are the one for me. So moving forward, we also know that Sean is an attorney. He takes on this case for his little cousin who's accused of robbing a store, but he says that he was not. He was there, but he didn't have anything to do with it. He was in there shopping, and the next thing you know, they were in there holding up the store. So of course, Sean. Hey, if I got an attorney in my family, I'm calling them too. So he goes in and he talks to his nephew or his little cousin to find out what's going on, to figure out how he can help him. In the meantime, you guys, we see Ava. She's at work. And again, like I told y'all in the beginning, Ava has been looking for her biological parents. She's been looking for her family. She does not know who she belongs to, but she's been looking. She's been trying to find her parents. So she finds out that her birth records are all the way in Kentucky. Now, she finds that out by calling this one office, and this lady tells her that she has to go to Kentucky because she has to show a proof of identity as to who she really is. So she's like, okay, I'll be there before you guys close. But like I said, she tells her that we're in Kentucky. She's like, oh man, are you guys open on the weekends? And she's like, no, we're not open on the weekends. So this news is so important to Ava that she's like, okay, I'm gonna skip work. She works for herself, so she could pretty much, she could move however she wants to move. So anyway, she makes her way to Kentucky. She goes in, she gets this paperwork, and she's excited because she's going to find out who her family is, who she biologically belongs to, y'all. Can you imagine being made to know who your family is, but they're so far away, so you're doing in and everything that you can to actually get to your family? So anyway, you guys, again, Sean is always trying to please his mother. He tells her, thank you for having dinner with Ava. And she's like, okay, whatever. Then he talks to her and lets her know that he thinks that he wants children. Now, mind you, the day before, Ava was feeling sick to the stomach and vomiting and everything. Just keep that on your mind. That's all I want to say. So anyway, back in Kentucky, Ava makes her way and she meets her father. This is Charles from the Country Wayne skits, also known as Chase Stevens. He does an amazing job in the Country Wayne skits, but she finds out that he is her father, but he keeps having this little cough. and like nobody was suspicious about him coughing when she first met him. Yeah, she was definitely too overprotective of her son. Yeah, it was a bit too much. She was doing too much for sure. Karen was definitely doing way too much. So anyway, like I said, anyway, he had this call, but anyway, the very next morning, after talking to him probably all night, the very next morning she talks to her father. She lets him know, because our girl Taylor has made her way to the hotel where Ava is staying. Now, keep in mind, Ava has this little basic room, and Taylor's like, "Oh, I'm glad I put my room on the business card," which means she done hooked it right on up. Got one of the biggest rooms that she could probably find at the hotel, y'all. So anyway, after spending a day with her father, they are out on the town in Kentucky. They go to this house, and we find out that this is the house that Ava's mother, who goes by the name of Evelyn, this is her home. This is the home where she was raised. So he remembers all this stuff. But the reason, basically, he never knew that Ava existed. He had heard rumors about her biological mother having a baby. However, it was never proven because he went off to the military and she broke up with him, just didn't want to have anything to do with him. So Ava was literally trying to she started building somewhat of a relationship with her father, that she got so excited that she wanted him to come to, and by the way, shout out to Detroit, but she wanted her father to come to Michigan and just meet her family, or the people she knows as her family. But and they agree that he's going to come for dinner on Saturday. Now he says, I gotta call my mom, make sure she good with that, but for most part everything is good, we can do it. And so he's excited to meet her father. Her adoptive parents, which are these two people, they are excited to meet her father. But again, he's late, so they've already had dinner. However, he walks in, and yet again, y'all, he has this crazy cough that's going on. And I'm like, what is going on with this cough? But anyway, he has a moment where he goes to he sees, it's almost like he saw a ghost, y'all. Let me see if it'll allow me to play this particular video. Basically his reaction to when he saw Karen. Keep in mind, y'all, I'm still big mad at Karen. She's literally all I can say is she's the devil, y'all. But listen, I don't think let me play this clip for you guys. Let me play this clip for you guys, and then I will give you guys the other clip that I'm looking for.
It's something I need to let
y'all
you know
check
about
this
my
clip
mother.
out. This will give you more details
She's a little different
about this film entitled Mother May
All
I.
mamas like me.
Before something I There's something I need to let you know about my mother.
What's that?
She's a little different.
Sean, all mamas like me. We'll be fine, trust me.
Mother, may I?
Ava, Sean is all okay. He's my only child, and I only want what's best for him. And who's best for him? The next time you bring another woman to my house, can you please be sure that she has some class?
I don't know why you surprised, because your mama don't like nobody. Best advice I can give you, stand by your woman.
This is my fiance, Sean. Oh, Karen. Karen, this is my dad, Bill Roberts.
How much?
How much? You trying to buy my silence? Oh, what you did yesterday was unacceptable.
I introduced you to Charity from the church, to Yolanda. It's like you don't want a woman upstairs.
It don't matter how many women you introduce me to. Ava is the woman that I'm in love with. You need to stop trying to control my life and respect my decision to marry you.
You know, a mother knows.
Listen, y'all. Did y'all see that look between the two of them? Oh my goodness. The look between the mother, Karen, and her father, as it was as if they had known each other before, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, anyway, let me go ahead and finish this thing up. Let me finish this thing up. So, like I told y'all, he got a little excited, so to speak. So, he went to the bathroom, and then we see him, he coughed up, and by the way, his name is Bill, but he ends up coughing up some blood. So I'm like, do he have a lung problem, a lung issue, whatever the case may be? So then you guys, there's a moment where the flashback of Karen as a young girl is apparent. Yes, these two definitely know each other. So anyway, this is a moment of her having this baby, and she decides that she does not want this baby. She does not even want to look at the baby. So anyway, after everybody leaves and go home for the evening, Charles, I was about to call him Charles because that's what he plays on Country Wayne, but Bill is he remains in town because he wants to, of course, spend some more time with Ava. Because anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, I promise. So anyway, they go up because she comes to his hotel room. You should never trust a chick like this, but they go up to his hotel room. They have a conversation. He's telling her, "You mean to tell me that your son is effing my daughter?" I'm like, wait, what? 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 What did he just say? So, in a nutshell, y'all, this is Evelyn. This is Ava's mother, her biological mother, which makes Ava and Sean siblings. They kissing, not even kissing cousins. They kissing siblings, hunching siblings. Like what? Oh my God! So she does not want this information to get out. She hits him over the head, knocks him out, and says she hopes that he is unalive. So now Ava is calling around looking for her daddy. He's not answering. So she goes to the hotel. The young lady at the front desk didn't want her to automatically go into the hotel room saying something about confidentiality and all of that stuff. So she gets on the phone, calls her attorney fiance. He makes a call, and the girl, the chick at the front desk allows her. She says, I can't give you the key to the room, but I will give the concierge will meet you at the door and he will let you in. So she goes into the room, and Daddy Bill is laid out on the floor. Again, he has, who knows how long he's been laying there, but he is unconscious. And so they end up at the hospital, and the doctor comes and talks to her, and then we find out, y'all, that Bill has cancer. How sad is it to just meet your father to finding out that he actually has cancer? That was a very, very sad moment, but he's trying to tell her something with his last breath. He's trying to tell her something about Evelyn, and all he can say is Evelyn. But he couldn't get it out. He ends up passing away. So after the funeral, Ava is, she's at the point where she's like, okay, well, something is not right. He kept saying the name Evelyn. I've got to find out. So she calls the adoption agency and tell them, is there a way that she can get more information about her biological mother? And she said, the lady tells her, well, that all the everything that I had, I gave you that information, but you can go into your father's home and see if there's some paperwork laying around. And she's like, okay, thank you. And she does that. She goes and she sees the picture of AKA Evelyn, aka Evelyn, also known as Karen. She sees a picture of her and Charles. She puts two, or I'm sorry, y'all, of Bill and Evelyn. She puts two and two together and realizes that Evelyn is her mama. And again, my mouth is still on the floor. I'm still trying to pick it up. Like, what? So, anyway, oh my God. So, anyway, she makes her way to the home of Evelyn, aka aka Karen, and lays hands on her because she's like, how could you not tell me that you, first of all, you found out and you know that I'm your daughter, but to allow it to continue knowing that this dude is my brother, how, oh my God, how sick is that for her to know? So he's in there screaming like, what's going on? What's going on? Mom, what? So he tells her, we are sister and brother. She tells him, we're sister and brother. And he's like, what? No, mama, no. Like he having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack right along with him, y'all. Like, what? Just think, I can't even imagine. Oh man. Anyway, y'all, he runs out of the house. He's big mad. His daddy pulls up and he's like, talk to your wife. And he gets in his car. And before we could tell the daddy what was going on, because Ava was telling him, you need to tell your husband. And she's like, no, we need to, she doesn't want to tell him that this is her daughter and that I've been, my daughter been screwing my son. Before we know it, y'all, there's an accident and Sean ends up looking like this. Now, it looked as if, and then it literally just went off. So I am hoping, that they will definitely, without a doubt, give us a new season, another episode, I should say, or another, a part 2. We need a part 2 because we need to hear this woman's explanation. We need to see if Sean passed away or not. We need all the details, y'all. We literally need all of the details because this little bit of that ending, the way that it ended, I was just like, oh my God. So anyway, y'all, Tubi, what did I just watch? Again, for those of you tapping in, tuning in, thank you all for tapping in, tuning in, kicking it with your girl, Tika Deshawn, right here at All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. I have just given you guys the recap to a Tubi film entitled Mother May I. If you were just catching this recap, feel free to go back and rewind, check it out. And if you're watching the replay, just type in Ruthless Replay. That's all I need you to do. Okay? Because I'm telling you, this is one of those shows that you absolutely have to watch. You can't listen. I didn't know if I was going to be able to go to sleep. I thought I was dreaming of the ending, but y'all, at the end of the day, y'all, this film was so good. The cinematography was on point. The clothing was on point. Thank you, She Busy. I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for kicking it with me, girl, because you tapped in and you watched this film, so you know how speechless one can be when watching a film such as this. I was just like, what? And again, they definitely need to give us a part 2 to Mother May I. Definitely need to give us a part 2. So anyway, you guys, that's about it. I want to thank you all so much for tapping in, tuning in, kicking it with your girl right here at All Things Ruthless. If you're finding me for the first time, please hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that when I give you guys new content, you will be reminded. And that's all. I'm not asking for much. Definitely part 2. Definitely part 2. Anyway, you guys, that's it. Thank you for kicking it with me for this last 45 minutes. I absolutely appreciate you all. With that being said, thank y'all. Y'all have an amazing night. And as I always say, stay ruthless.
I require more, better than we ever had before. Hoes gon' be hoes, so I couldn't blame. Basic bottom troll, what do you want greater? I am no wave. surfing. I show you how to get this pay, cool, I'll be stacking. Been in a whole lot of pain, now we laughing. Me and Bang making plays till we crashing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't need to be on the scene, we are the scene. Yeah. Dripping wetter from head to toe, la baby me. Yeah, I get what's mine, that's from mine.